Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher king, once said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." This profound insight lays the foundation for this video, where we'll show you 11 vital things you need to quietly cut out of your life. By understanding and controlling our inner landscape, as Aurelius suggests, we can transform ourselves. This is not just a passive viewing experience, it's an interactive experience, and we invite you to actively participate, sharing your perspectives on each topic we discuss. Stay with us to the end, as this journey promises not just knowledge, but an opportunity for deep self-reflection and transformation. Let's begin on explaining yourself to those who cause you pain. When you've been hurt by someone you once considered a close friend, remember this: you don't owe them a lengthy explanation or a dramatic showdown. The smartest move: simply move on. It's not about getting even or demanding apologies. It's about protecting your peace. You might find yourself in a situation where this person comes back asking for your help. Trust me, a firm no is all you need. You're not obligated to lend a hand to someone who's broken your trust. The thing is, steering clear of drama and quietly putting distance between you and them is often the wisest decision you can make. Let time reveal the consequences of their actions. Focus on taking care of yourself. Let the future unfold as it will. It's often the best way to let both of you grow, so keep it real. You don't have to keep people in your life who disrespect you. Everyone deserves to be appreciated for who they are, and stepping away from those who don't is actually a brave choice. It's about choosing your mental health and growth over unnecessary drama. Like Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." Don't stoop to their level. Instead, invest in becoming the best version of yourself, cultivating your inner peace and character. That's the real deal. 2. Unnecessary goals. Life's journey often requires us to make crucial decisions, act deliberately, and remain faithful to our authentic selves. In this process, it's vital to recognize when certain goals no longer serve our true purpose. Letting go of these goals is not only normal but necessary, as it allows us to focus on what truly matters. However, an important aspect of this process is the discretion in how we do it. Avoid broadcasting every change or decision. There's no need to share your every move with the world. This caution helps in safeguarding your overall strategy and intentions. As you navigate through these changes, do so subtly, ensuring that your actions are aligned with your core values and identity. Make these adjustments quietly, adapting as situations unfold, always valuing the power of privacy in your strategic life choices. This approach not only simplifies your path, but also maintains the integrity of your personal journey. In the words of Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, "It is not that we have so little time, but that we lose so much. The life we receive is not short, but we make it so. We are not ill-provided, but use what we have wastefully." This quote resonates deeply with the concept of focusing on essential goals and letting go of the unnecessary, reminding us to use our time and efforts wisely. 3. Oversharing the end of relationships, be it friendship or romance. When navigating the end of a friendship or romantic relationship, maintaining discretion about intimate details is paramount. Sharing specifics about conflicts or reasons for a breakup not only disrespect the privacy shared between you and the other individual, but it also fuels unnecessary gossip, complicating the situation further. Instead, it's more beneficial to internalize and reflect on these experiences. This practice not only honors the privacy of both parties, but also facilitates a more profound personal healing process. If you find yourself compelled to discuss these personal matters, it may be a sign of unresolved emotional issues. Instead of seeking external outlets, engage in self-dialogue to understand and process these feelings. This approach ensures that any problematic relationship is resolved with dignity, without making it a subject of public discourse. In doing so, you safeguard your emotional well-being and that of others involved, fostering a more respectful and discreet healing journey. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This quote resonates deeply with the idea of focusing inward and controlling our reactions to external situations, particularly in the delicate context of relationship breakdowns. 4. Raising your voice in front of others during periods of frustration or anger. Imagine you're in a heated meeting, your heart pounding with frustration. We've all been there, haven't we? In those moments, the temptation to let our anger loose is immense. But what if instead we choose to speak softly to harness that fiery energy, not in shouts, but in steady, calm words? This is not just about keeping face, it's a journey toward mastering our inner storms. Think back to a time when you witnessed someone lose their cool. How did it make you feel? Uncomfortable, perhaps even disappointed. Now picture someone who, despite the chaos, remained serene, their voice a soothing barb in a sea of noise. That's the person we all aspire to be, isn't it? It's in these trials, these tests of our spirit that we find our true strength, transforming anger into action, frustration into focus. It's like alchemy of the soul. It's not just about biting back angry words. It's about channeling that energy into something that moves us forward, that turns stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Heraclitus was onto something when he said, "To be even-minded is the greatest virtue." It's a reminder that in the eye of the storm, our calm is our greatest weapon, our balance, the truest form of bravery. So next time the waves of emotion surge, remember this: the power to remain undisturbed. To speak in whispers when the world expects shouts is not just a virtue, it's a superpower, uniquely yours. 5. Spreading negative opinions about others. Think about the last time you heard someone bad-mouthing another person. Didn't it make you wonder what they say when you're not around? Spreading negative opinions about others is a slippery slope. It's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment, but those words, once out, stick to you like shadows, casting a dark light on your character. It's more than just being diplomatic. It's about being the person others trust and respect. You don't have to like everyone, but remember, every person you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Now picture this. You're faced with a challenging personal situation. It's tempting to let your judgments fly, isn't it? But here's the catch. In that moment, you have the power to shift the narrative, choose empathy over disdain, conversation over conflict. It's tough, no doubt. You'll feel everything from frustration to compassion, maybe even a hint of admiration for their tenacity. This approach isn't just about keeping the peace, it's about understanding the complex tapestry of human emotions and interactions. In doing so, you don't just build bridges, you become a person who can navigate the tumultuous waters of relationships with finesse and heart. Let go of what no longer serves you silently. Your peace doesn't need an announcement. Eliminate negativity quietly. Your positivity will make the noise. Quietly remove distractions. Your focus will echo. Silently let go of toxic relationships. Your inner harmony will speak volumes. Eliminate doubts quietly. Your confidence will roar. Remove the unnecessary noise silently. Your clarity will resonate. Let go of past regrets quietly. Your present will sing. Quietly eliminate the chaos. Your calmness will be your symphony. Release the fear quietly. Your courage will echo loudly. Eliminate comparison silently. Your uniqueness will shine. Quietly remove the weight of expectations. Your freedom will reverberate. If you've made it this far, I ask that you leave a comment to show that you're truly seeking change. Go ahead, leave a like, and subscribe for more content like this. The goal every day for the rest of the year is to gradually grow stronger on the inside, so that less and less on the outside can affect your inner wellness without your conscious permission. Truth be told, how you cope with unexpected stress and frustration can easily be the difference between living a good life and living an unhealthy one. If you choose unhealthy coping mechanisms like avoidance or denial, for example, you can quickly turn a tough situation into a tragic one. And sadly, this is a common mistake many people make. When you find yourself facing a disheartening reality, your first reaction might be to deny the situation or to avoid dealing with it altogether. But by doing so, you're inadvertently holding on even tighter to the pain that you wish to let go of. You're, in effect, sealing it up inside you. Let's imagine someone close to you has grown ill, and supporting this person through his or her illness is incredibly painful. You might not want to deal with the pain, so you cope by avoiding it, by finding ways to numb yourself with alcohol and unhealthy eating. And consequently, you grow physically ill too, while the pain continues to fester inside you. Obviously, that's not good. If you notice yourself doing something similar, it's time to pause, admit to yourself that you're coping by avoiding, and then shift your focus to a healthier coping mechanism, like using the quotes listed later in this post, several of which are excerpts from our books, to help you open your mind. When you face struggles with an attitude of openness, open to the painful feelings and emotions you have, you find out that it's not comfortable, but you can still be fine, and you can still step forward. Openness means you don't instantly decide that you know this is only going to be a horrible experience. It means you admit that you don't really know what the next step will be like, and you'd like to understand the whole truth of the matter. It's a learning stance, instead of one that assumes the worst. The general benefits of healthy coping. Coping certainly isn't an easy practice, and I'm not suggesting that it is. What I am suggesting is that it's worth your while. With practice, healthy coping allows you to find better ways of managing life's continuous stream of unexpected and uncontrollable circumstances. For example, a task is harder than you expected it to be. Instead of running from a daunting and overwhelming task, you can accept it and see what it's like to feel uncomfortable and overwhelmed, and still take action anyway. Writing a book, for example, is daunting and overwhelming, but you can still write one, even with those feelings rolling through you, just like Angel and I did with our NY Times best-selling book. An interaction with someone you love angers or frustrates you. Instead of lashing out at a loved one when you're upset with them, you can sit quietly with your difficult feelings and just be open to what it's like to feel them. And then, once you've had a moment to breathe, you can see what it's like to deal compassionately with someone you love, who you're also upset with. To try to understand them instead of just judging them at their worst. Unhealthy cravings overwhelm you out of nowhere. You may be inclined to indulge in unhealthy cravings like alcohol and sweets for comfort when you're feeling stressed out. But you can sit with these feelings and be open to them instead, and then gradually build positive daily rituals for coping in healthier ways. Taking walks, meditating, talking with someone about your feelings, journaling, reviewing the relevant quotes from our book provided in this post, etc. You are forced to deal with a loved one's death. When someone you love passes away, the grief and sense of loss can seem overwhelming. And at that point, it's incredibly easy to give in to unhealthy, quick-fix ways of alleviating the pain. But you have to force yourself to do the opposite, to give yourself compassion, to sit with the powerfully difficult thoughts and feelings you have, and to open your mind to what lies ahead. Gradually, it becomes evident that death isn't just an ending but also a beginning, because while you have lost someone special, this ending, like all losses, is a moment of reinvention. Although deeply sad, their passing forces you to reinvent your life, and in this reinvention is an opportunity to experience beauty in new, unseen ways and places. And of course, we've merely just scratched the surface of an endless pool of possibilities for healthy coping. The key thing to understand is that by learning to cope in healthier ways, you will find that you can better handle anything life throws your way and come out stronger, and oftentimes even happier than you were before. In the end, the world is as you are inside, what you think, you see, and you ultimately become. So gather and choose your thoughts wisely. Think how you want to live today, and use these quotes to guide you. In moments of unexpected stress and frustration, an uplifting reminder can make all the difference in your mindset. And that's exactly why I'm sharing the quotes below with you today. Together, they collectively serve as a healthy coping mechanism for life's inevitable disappointments. And understanding how to cope in a healthy way, as we've discussed, is an invaluable skill. Truth be told, Angel and I personally reference these quotes on a regular basis to bring perspective, shift our mindset, and cope with the unexpected troubles we can't control. And although this practice is indeed a personal one, It's also been vetted by its extensive use in hundreds of successful one-on-one and two-on-one coaching sessions that Angel and I have administered with our course students, live event attendees, and coaching clients over the years. Perhaps they will help you too. Keep calm and carry on. Keeping calm and carrying on, as the old saying goes, seems easier said than done lately during such tense and unpredictable times. However, it is in these sorts of situations that it's even more important to stay grounded and cultivate our inner peace. And what better way to get in the right state of mind than by reading some calm quotes that will stay with you throughout the day? From philosophers to writers to comedians, these visionaries and their quotes will help you breathe easier. Afterward, be sure to continue the good vibes with these hopeful quotes, life-changing quotes, and uplifting quotes. Silence is golden. Silence is the element in which great things fashion themselves together. Thomas Carlyle. Everyday life is so full of hustle and bustle, which is why it's important to take a few moments of quiet time for yourself each day. Even better, there are plenty of ways to relax without spending a cent, which will further ease your mind. Life's quiet joys. There is a calmness to a life lived in gratitude, a quiet joy. Ralph H. Blum. Counting your blessings and thinking about what you're grateful for goes a long way in calming your mind and spirit. Try starting a gratitude journal to document all of those good things in your life. Paddle on. Be like a duck, calm on the surface, but always paddling like the Dickens underneath. Michael Caine. Keeping calm and working hard are not mutually exclusive. Rather allow your calm demeanor to power your work, like the Duke in this calm quote. Visually calming pictures can do the trick too. Be the ski. You are the sky. Everything else is just the weather. Pema Chodron. When you're able to put things into perspective, the world doesn't seem like such a scary place. Remember your strength as you go about your day, and don't be afraid to dream big. Temper your blood pressure. Opportunity seldom rises with blood pressure. Jared Kintz. Staying grounded will allow more opportunities to flow your way. The workplace is often a major source of stress, but there are easy ways to make your workday and really every day of your life less stressful. Today's fire. Yesterday is ashes, tomorrow wood. Only today does the fire burn brightly. Old Eskimo proverb. Living in the present is vital to maintaining a peaceful and balanced life. Rather than thinking obsessively about the past or worrying about the future, this wise quote reminds us to focus on the here and now. The problem with worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrows. It empties today of its strength. Corey ten Boom. Very rarely do stress and anxiety produce something productive. Try to put these worrisome feelings to the side in order to accomplish more in the present moment. A beautiful mind. You cannot perceive beauty, but with a serene mind. Henry David Thoreau. Being centered doesn't just allow you to feel more confident in yourself. It also lets you see the beauty of the world around you. And really, what can be more wonderful than that? Rainbows are just one example of the natural beauty that can be found in life. The peace within. There can be no peace without but through peace within. W.E. Channing. To become peaceful and centered, you first need to work on yourself. These internal changes will eventually become apparent externally, as W.E. Channing so eloquently describes. In a world of your own, within you, there is a stillness and sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself. Hermann Hesse. Getting to know your true self is half the battle in becoming grounded. Meditation is a helpful way to do this. Spending a few minutes a day with your true self can make all the difference. The power in calmness. Calmness is the cradle of power. Josiah Gilbert Holland. While sometimes it can seem as though the loudest people in the room are the most powerful, in reality, those who are able to control themselves will undoubtedly have better luck getting through to others. Trust the universe. Don't try to force anything. Let life be a deep let go. God opens millions of flowers every day without forcing their buds. Osho. Whether or not you're religious, this calm quote speaks to the idea of slowing down, taking your time, and not rushing through life. Things will work out. The little things. Rule number 1 is don't sweat the small stuff. Rule number 2 is it's all small stuff. Robert Elliott. When you place your life and its actions in the context of the bigger picture, things often turn out to be less stressful than you may think. Learning how to feel in control even when it seems like everything is going wrong is one way to start. Set your goals. Set peace of mind as your highest goal and organize your life around it. Brian Tracy saying, "You're going to find your inner peace is one thing, but actually doing it is something else entirely. Dedicate your life to your happiness and watch as opportunities unfold." Mind over matter, the greatest weapon against stress, is our ability to choose one thought over another. William James. Your mind can be your greatest motivator, but also your greatest doubter. Put mind over matter by choosing to focus on the positive. Perfection is a state of mind. When you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. Buddha. Realizing that perfection is just a state of mind will release you from the stress and anxiety in trying to create the perfect lifestyle. Buddhism is one practice that focuses on mindfulness and letting go. Live in the now, breathe, let go, and remind yourself that this very moment is the only one you know you have for sure. Oprah Winfrey. You can always count on Oprah for some memorable words of wisdom. In this calm quote, she reminds us of the fleetingness of life and the necessity of gratitude. More of this, more smiling, less worrying, more compassion, less judgment, more blessed, less stressed, more love, less hate. Roy T. Bennett. Remember to focus your energy on all the positives in your life rather than the negatives. Put simply, more of the good stuff, less of the bad. Be here. Stress is caused by being here but wanting to be there. Eckhart Tolle. Living in the moment is a major way to reduce stress and cultivate your inner peace. Don't think about what you wish you were doing. Rather, think about what you enjoy about the things you're doing now. Let it go. One of the best ways to reduce stress is to accept the things that you cannot control. M.P. Neary. Letting go equals feeling calmer. Really, it's as simple as that. For the things that you can't control in your life, try not to worry about them. Instead, let them play out as they may. How else can you let go of stress? A little laughter can go a long way, and these funniest quotes of all time can help. Live for yourself. Stress, anxiety, and depression are caused when we are living to please others. Paulo Coelho. Author. Paulo Coelho reminds us that in order to obtain true peace and happiness, we must live for ourselves rather than for others. Coelho isn't the only author with insightful quotes. Some of the stress-free diet, the elimination diet, remove anger, regret, resentment, guilt, blame, and worry. Then watch your health and your life improve. Charles F. Glassman. Understanding. Which emotions not to focus on is just as important as understanding which emotions you should be focusing on. Lessening the use of negative emotions in your life is sure to unlock your inner peace action and reaction. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Maya Angelou. This poignant quote from Maya Angelou reminds us that although we may not be in control of what happens to us, we're certainly in control of how we react to what happens to us. The body is a vessel. Understand this and be free. We are not in our bodies. Our bodies are inside us. When Sean A. Mulvihill. Understanding that your self-worth isn't tied to your body can set you free. Some R&R. Tension is who you think you should be. Relaxation is who you are. Chinese proverb. Allowing yourself to relax and get some much-needed rest can give you the breathing room to focus on something else, like exploring your unique inner life and emotional strength. Don't be who you think you're supposed to be. Be who you are. Be deliberate. For fast-acting relief, try slowing down. Lily Tomlin. This simple yet effective calm quote from actress Lily Tomlin is the quick reminder we all need in our lives. That going slow and being deliberate will end up taking us further than rushing about. Slowing down and cutting yourself some slack are just a couple of things happy people do every day. Brain power. Your mind will answer most questions if you learn to relax and wait for the answers. William S. Burroughs. In this calm quote, author and artist, William S. Burroughs reminds us of the power of the mind and the trust that we should place in ourselves. A confidence boost. Calm mind brings inner strength and self-confidence, so that's very important for good health. Dalai Lama. Not only will being calm release stress, anxiety, and tension, but it will also boost your self-confidence and self-love, as the Dalai Lama says. And really, who doesn't want that? Rise and shine. Today, start your day with a smile, calmness of mind, coolness of emotions, and a heart filled with gratitude. Anonymous. Ever heard of first thought, best thought? If you begin to incorporate mindfulness and gratitude practices into your morning routine, you'll find yourself becoming that much closer to finding the inner peace and strength you desire. Patience is a virtue. Be patient. Life will offer you another chance as soon as you find calm within, for abundance is born out of calmness. Leon Brown. Ever feel as though something fell into your lap when you least expected it? That's often how the world works. Continue to be calm and allow things to come your way in their own time. Simply doing that can open up a universe of possibilities. The simplicity of life. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Confucius. Don't let the absurdities of modern life and society get you down. Remember that at its core, a life worth living is one filled with happiness, love, and peace. These happy quotes are sure to brighten your day. The greatest strength. Your strength is your calmness, in the clarity of your mind. Strength comes from putting the negative aside without reacting. Win in calmness, in consciousness, in balance. Yogyamrit Desai. Being able to maintain calmness and balance in the face of adversity is a type of superpower unto itself. Calm as the sea. The mind is like water. When it's turbulent, it's difficult to see. When it's calm, everything becomes clear. Prasad Maz. A calm mind and a happy heart are all one needs to get through life. Happy people say these positive affirmations every day. The pleasure is mine, in calmness lies true pleasure. Victor Hugo. This calm quote from French poet Victor Hugo puts it very succinctly. Being calm equals being happy. Breathe in, breathe out. Breath is the power behind all things. I breathe in and know that good things will happen. Tao Porchin Lynch. Breathing is the key to peace. Taking a few minutes each day to sit still with your breath is sure to ground you and lift your spirits. Get free. There will be calmness, tranquility when one is free from external objects and is not perturbed. Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee said it best. True inner peace comes from within. Embrace true freedom by not internalizing the opinions, thoughts, and judgments of others. Next, check out these powerful kindness quotes that will stay with you.